One Piece, the most popular series in the world, and definitely one of my favorite series, though I haven't seen the episode since the Fishman Island arc. I should probably get back to it, but that's not important. What's important is that we're here to rank ships and not the things they use to travel the ocean. Romance pairs or platonic pairs, either or. Despite my previous showings of my passion site for shipping and other videos, I actually don't really care much for ships within this series and a few select others, because the story is so good that I don't really pay attention to the romance, unless the story is also excellent and it focuses on the romance. It's like a double plus, but with the story so good, I don't really pay attention to which character gets with which. I just care like, oh, what's gonna happen next? How will this character do this and that from A to B and such, which is not a bad thing. It's just, it's like, with me, it's like on and off. But yeah, we're here to rank the pairings in One Piece, and I'm just gonna be doing it by myself today because I figure I do it solo. And we have quite a bit today, so let's do this. All right, first up is Zoro, and I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot her, but I know she's a character that shows up frequently and butts heads with Zoro, and Zoro's like very flustered because she reminds him of his dead friend. It's really funny. I don't see this happening romantically at all, but it is funny. It makes me smile and laugh with their banter and dynamic. So I want to put this on C tier. Next one up is Usopp and Vivi. I don't really like see much of it, really. Like, I don't see Vivi with any other character, I guess, other than her childhood friend from Arabasta or Alabasta. It's been a while. Apologies if I'm not getting the names right. But these are definitely like strictly friends. Like, honestly, all the pairings from the Straw Hat crew, honestly, I see them all as strictly friendship. If I don't see it happening, then I will just usually put it at bromance tier. And this is definitely a bromance tier, even though we don't see them interact a whole lot. But Usopp did everything he could to help her out, which is what a real friend does. And now for Luffy and Yamato, which I want to be honest, I know nothing about this character other than that they know Ace in the past and is the offspring of the big bad villain, and that's about it. So I can't really commentate. I really shouldn't even put this in the list, but but in terms of visuals, I mean, looks fine. And from the few clips I've seen, they look like they have a good banter back and forth, but I'm going to put it on D tier because I'm just not feeling it. Ace and Yamato, they're obviously there's a strong bond because of how Yamato reacted when they learned about Ace's passing. But other than that, I can't really like say much. I will put it on, if I'm being generous, I'll put it on low C. Again, I don't know much about about Yamato as a character, but from what the clips I've seen, I can see that there's a strong bond there. Now for new material, I actually have seen Uta and Luffy. I actually seen the movie in theaters, and I find it really cute. I actually like it. I will put this on high A for the history and their back and forths and what lengths Luffy went through to help her out in her time of need, which I like. So it's going on A tier. Usopp and Kaya. So basically we've only seen bits and pieces of her here and there, but I really like these two dynamics. Honestly, this honestly makes me smile. I'll have to put this on a good A tier, maybe above. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above Uta and Luffy. I mean, I like these just about the same, but I think Usopp and Kaya has a little bit more going to it. Next one up is Sanji and Zoro. They used to have like the most hilarious dynamic ever, and that's as much as I'll say. Like, I'll put it on top of bromance. Like, it makes me smile how funny this is. Usopp and Nami, I generally do not see this pairing being canonized at all in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just gonna put it on bromance. Next up is Zoro and Nami. These two are hilarious, very hilarious. Like, this is again another bromance tier because I just genuinely don't see it happening as any romance thing. All right, Portgas D. Roge and Gold D. Roger. Again, we don't see much of it, but I'll have to put it at a B tier, like a low B though, because like it's mostly the Ace's mother do all the heavy lifting for this pair. Although I do like Roger looking for love outside of his time of being a pirate overlord. Sorry, not a pirate overlord, a pirate king. All right, Luffy and Ace, this is strictly brothers, and we're not discussing any more of it. Sanji and Nami. Sanji would literally do anything for Nami, which is as much as you could say for that for Luffy too. I mean, again, I see this more as bromance, but Sanji clearly has like genuine, like real love for Nami, especially with all the with the filler episodes I've seen. But I don't know if I should account for that. But still, I still think it's a good pairing. I could put this on B, you know, just for the sake of it. I'll put this on a B tier. And now for Sanji and Robin. This is genuinely like a bromance tier, like genuinely, like compared to like Nami. I mean, yeah, it's almost the same with Sanji's affection, but it's a lot more out there with Nami than Robin. It's really nice. Now for Robin and Frankie. It's really funny when she's the first one that she's like the first character we see in the series to grab a man by his jewels, which is hilarious. Honestly, I feel like it's a bromance tier other than that. And now for Sanji and the third eye girl. I know what happens between these two, mostly caused by her revealing her true colors, and I hate that. And I know she does actually think he's genuinely loves him later, but it's just messed up in all accounts, especially during how Sanji's like is during that time. Yeah, I'm putting on F tier. Like I really don't care for it. All right, Sabo and Luffy. It's just same as Ace and Luffy. It's straight up bromance. Just nothing more to say really. Zoro and Perona, something that I did see bits and pieces of, and I find it funny, although I don't really like have any strong opinion of it. I'll give this a low C. Buggy and Shanks. It's honestly it's D tier. I would say bromance considering like how Shanks is always like a bro to Buggy, but it's a D tier. It's genuinely a D tier. I don't know Zoro and Hiyori. I really don't know much about this character. I just seen this pop up from here and there, so I included it. I have no comment really. I would have to put it on D tier, only because I don't know much about it. Nami and Vivi. This is definitely like a sisterhood relationship, and I love it for that. So I want to put this on bromance tier. All right, next one up is Zoro and Luffy. This one's another bromance. Like Zoro is loyal to a fault. These two have great care for each other. I love when Zoro took in all of Luffy's pain so he can recover and shook it off without bragging all like a true chat he is, and Luffy doing everything he can to help Zoro out at times of need. So that's why I wouldn't put it on anywhere else other than bromance. And this is the first time I've ever seen bromance being like this full. Like, wow. All right, next one is Sabo and Koala, which I think is cute. I'll put this on B tier. All right, Luffy and Usopp. This one, again, sorry for being a broken record, is also bromance tier. Although that fight they had like during, I believe, Water 7 was really tough. But I'm happy that all things worked out. It was really good drama. But again, I can't bring myself to see these as anything but other than brothers romance. Again, the strongest thing about the Straw Hat crew is their family bond, and that's why I can never really, with the exception of maybe 2, never really see them going any further than that. So this will be on bromance tier. Nami and Luffy. Like, I get why people ship it. I do, and I like it, but like to a moderate degree. I will probably put this in B tier. Like these two have done so much for each other. It's really nice. I like the support they do. But other than that, I can't really like say like it's like the cream of the crop. I like this. No disrespect, of course. I'll have to put this on B tier. All right, next one up is Luffy and Bunny. I honestly have no opinion on it. I honestly don't really care. I'll have to put this on D tier, not F, because I don't feel anything negative. I just really don't care. All right, Buggy, and I'm pretty sure that's the woman from like the first arc. I remember actually seeing her help Buggy out when he was like in his like short phase, and I find that really nice. Like, I actually dig it. I dig it actually. I would have to put it on C tier really. Like a good high C. All right, next one up is Brooke and Robin. Oh yeah, again, same thing as the rest. I don't really like see much to it. I would have to put in again on bromance. Next to, honestly, I feel the same as this as I do with Frankie and Robin. And now for the last ship of the video, probably my favorite ship in the series because it's actually shown to be like romantic in a sense, even though it's one-sided as heck, but I find it cute regardless, is Boa and Luffy. I just find her like clear affection for Luffy's like really cute, while Luffy's just like dense as a rock, even though he's literally made out of rubber. Like, it's nice, it's awesome, it's cute, and the way he like in his simple actions towards her, and she freaks out mentally and physically, cracks me up a whole lot. Like, it's like the only one I actively ship in the series. I don't think it's S tier because of purely how one-sided it is, but it is a good time that I enjoy watching a lot. I would put this on a good high A. This is a high A for me. And overall, those are all the One Piece ships. I'm actually kind of surprised that none of the ships reach S tier. I believe the 2 ones that could have reached would be Uta and Luffy, Nami Luffy, and Boa Hancock and Luffy. Why are they all Luffy? Anyway, those are the only 3 I could reasonably see on S tier, but for like, I could obviously see them be for S tiers for many others. But for me, again, that's not something I really like focus on. If I do, I'm like, yeah, what's there is nice. I actually really enjoy making this this video and this list. Anyway, let me know what your favorite One Piece ship is in the comments below. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and have a great day.